Good evening and welcome to the news. First, the headlines. Delimitation Committee should complete the task within the specified time, says Penchingnan-N's aim. Chief Minister has made an important suggestion regarding the bills prepared by the Council, says Penchingnan-N's aim. Garo Hills region continues to have dry spell as there is shortage of rainfall, says PHE Minister Marquis N. Marak. HYC seeks intervention from DC and SP to combat antisocial elements in Nongstoin. And 809 athletes representing 12 districts take part in the state-level inter-school athletic meet 2024 at SAI Complex, Nehu. The news in detail. The KHDC Executive Committee today said the Delimitation Committee should complete redrawing the existing 29 constituencies of the Council within the extended 6-month period. KHDC Deputy Chief Secretary, Chief Executive Member, Penchingnan-N's aim, told reporters the committee should complete the task within the specified time, even if there are new petitions from the villages which failed to attend the public hearing. According to him, it will not be proper for the committee to seek another extension, adding that whatever may be the reasons, the committee should submit its report at the earliest.
Petition ru ngatai ki haban bendep hapon di nai. Okay. Mar ba ngatai kan noma ban long ba again and again ban pan extension. Kita tahu masuk bala kunu kadi kam ki bakin bendep hapon di nai ada don ki fresh up ye. Te iman agaleng jong ka uskatri jong isu komiti tho cha DCA iman na DCA ki tho tan ha is council district. Tingila advice ki bakin tho lang syaki eastern west south west barkumjuru district.
The KHDC has welcomed the suggestion of Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma that there should be engagement between the autonomous district councils, law department and district council's affairs department on the bills of the council starting from the drafting stage. Speaking to reporters, KHDC Deputy Chief Executive Member Penchingnan-N's aim said the Chief Minister has made an important suggestion since the bills prepared by the council need to be rectified repeatedly after being passed. If they can have a discussion during the drafting stage, then this problem would not arise. Meanwhile, CM said that 4 bills of the council are currently being examined by the governor.
Baros kata kadon ka expert committee kebanyakan hadin banga pas ya bil. Nikanik idea wat mai mentang kalong ba shwa during drafting stage. Gandon pa kajing keduk lang jong ka DCA kalau department ban ni. Kenang ba bang pas house kam su ya kata-kata kenang bakan suk bakan man arsin license house ni keduk. Kata lu ada good idea ke bushi Mr. Wanra. Ngatai badan ni sekarang itu pending bills su. Laong ba nakaleng ka DCA kalau department kat balakin penemploy ban page kadon ki jinduna pa biang syangi kenang ba ini oban riluk biang ki bil. Tiga basunat long mentagi don ki bil ho gobernur lai saukuli.
Minister in charge of PHE, Marquis N. Marak, said though the rainfall has started in Shillong and the East Khasi Hills, the Garo Hills region continues to have dry spell as there is shortage of rainfall. He said this will take some time to rejuvenate the water sources in Garo Hills. Talking about availability of water, Marak said, unlike Shillong, that has a storage facility in the Mauplang Dam for Greater Shillong Water Supply Scheme. In Garo Hills, we have lack of such facility. He said once the Model Code of Conduct is lifted, he will have a review meeting and inspect the various projects in the state.
Here in Shillong, it's quite heavy here. Today also, before coming to office, I've seen heavy downpour. Yesterday also was there, I was told. But in Garo Hills, it's not up to the mark till now. There are rains in Garo Hills also, but it will take some more time to rejuvenate the process in Garo Hills. Storage for Shillong Water Supply Scheme we have there in the Mauplang Dam. But however, in Garo Hills, we are still having scarcities because of insufficient rainfall coming in. I'm just waiting for the MCC to be lifted. Once MCC is lifted, I'll have a review meeting in Garo Hills also, and I will be inspecting a number of projects there in Garo Hills and as well as in Khasi Hills also. And only after that, we'll be able to take corrective measures if required.
The Hinutrep Youth Council, West Khasi Hills, met with the Deputy Commissioner Garrett LSN Dykes and BD Marak, Superintendent of Police, West Khasi Hills, to address the escalating issue of drugs and other antisocial activities in the district. After the meeting, HYC President Lumlang Kharsimlie stated that discussions revolved around strategies to combat the drug problem and other social issues. Additionally, the HYC proposed the establishment of a rehabilitation centre in Nongstoin and requested the Deputy Commissioner to liaise with the government for its implementation. In their discussion with the SP, the HYC emphasised the need to bolster the anti-narcotic task force and deploy patrolling teams.
Ngi ba om tang ke jing syate syakum jong inong di drok handrai kalapen syate syakum ru penlong merang ru ikimiki pa ba pli ki bawan na galong yeng sam ko baduk tina kalian jongi ngile kren audisi ka thong jo ke HYC West Kasir long om tang ba ngim isi ginong di drok handrai ngi kwa yaki bagin pai pat iliti ba bet pia kum bagi yat pro sikata tiga jing kwa jongi audisi long bai ba hapo jong West Kasir kampadon kanu ka rehab center tegum tang ngi kerpa audisi laknu no deban don ka rehab center nam takani tenag liang DC uloong ba oi adu mata DC ukwa ba manu naki NGO lani naki kenca balang bakiwe gidi ki badon yaka thong ban wanra ki jing klado dok babu gi hap senta kila ban kendu ya u ban nag liang ju u la ban yarap lem ban pendekren ya ka state ban penio fon nam ta joki.
In light of the recent judgment by the Supreme Court of India in W. Kujur versus State of Jharkhand case, the District Legal Service Authority of West Jaintia Hills District organized a panel discussion yesterday. The discussion was attended by N.A. Khan, District and Sessions Judge of West Jaintia Hills, A. Thankyou, Special Judge Pokso, B. Majao, Secretary of DLSA and representative from the Police Department, among others. During the discussion, Khan highlighted the discrepancies found by the Supreme Court in the filing of charge sheets, leading to the issuance of guidelines that must be followed by all police stations nationwide.
The Honorable Supreme Court found a lot of discrepancies in the filing of the charge sheet. So the Supreme Court has issued a guideline which needs to be followed by all the police stations across the country. Now the guidelines was that the final report, which is filed by the police under section 173, should contain all the informations, the name of the parties, the nature of informations, and where the offence was committed.
The 41st International Candlelight Memorial was solemnly observed at BDO CNRD office Nongstoin. The memorial was organized by the Meghalaya State Network of Positive People, MSNP+, and sponsored by the Meghalaya AIDS Control Society under the theme, Together We Remember, Together We Heal Through Love and Solidarity. The ceremony included a candle lighting ceremony, a minute of silence, and special prayers dedicated to the affected individuals, their families, and the departed pioneers. T. Dieng Ngan, BDO Nongstoin CNRD block, attended the program as the chief guest in the presence of Dr. Mrs. B. De Cruz, Project Director, Meghalaya AIDS Control Society, among others.
Infected, and being influenced with so many unwanted activities. Nakapor like Ukraine, HIV. We just had a recent meeting, and then the graph and then the data. Dr. Ipini Kalomba, the entire state of the country, Kamut Kaduna, whereas Kamut Meghalaya Kanangkio.
Chief Secretary D.P. Walang today underlined that Meghalaya is part of the Indo-Burma biodiversity hotspot, which harbours rich and diversified flora and fauna. While addressing the program on International Day for Biological Diversity under the theme, Be Part of the Plan, at U Sosotham Auditorium, Walang said that the Meghalaya Biodiversity Board along with the Forest and Environment Department, are expected to play a pivotal role in preserving the rich biodiversity and associated traditional knowledge available in the state. On the occasion, the Best Biodiversity Management Committee Award 2024 was given to Paglapara BMC, Zigzag CNRD Block, Southwest Garo Hills, and State-Level Biodiversity Conservation and Sustainable Use of Biological Resources Award to Jermanai Village, Umling CNRD Block, Ribhoi District.
This is part of the Indo-Burma biodiversity spot. Harbors rich and diversified flora and fauna. The Meghalaya Biodiversity Board, along with the Forest Department, is expected and is playing a very vital role towards achieving the objectives of protecting our biodiversity.
The district mental health program in West Garo Hills and Southwest Garo Hills districts organized rallies to raise awareness about mental health issues. The events held in observance of Mental Health Awareness Month featured talks by mental health professionals and participation from local schools. Ms. Narbeka G. Momin, a clinical psychologist, led the event in West Garo Hills, while Dr. Madgrik Sangma spearheaded the initiative in Southwest Garo Hills. Students from various schools participated, carrying banners and placards with messages highlighting the importance of mental health. The Presbyterian Church in Mupliang, West Jaintia Hills Division, experienced a devastating fire early this morning around 1:30 a.m., suspected to have been caused by a short circuit. The fire resulted in significant damage, leaving only the front frame of the church standing. Natyang police received a report around 2 a.m. and promptly requested assistance from the Jowai Fire Service. Despite their valiant efforts, the distance between Jowai and Mupliang resulted in significant damage, with 95% of the church being destroyed. No casualties were reported during the incident. The church was newly constructed last year at a cost of 1.5 crore rupees. The opening ceremony of the state-level inter-school athletic meet 2024 was held today at the SAI complex at Nehu, with 809 athletes representing the 12 districts set to take part in the three-day event. Meghalaya State Olympic Association Working President John F. Karshieng was the chief guest. The meet will run until May 24th. Speaking at the inaugural function, Karshieng encouraged the athletes to embody the spirit of sportsmanship and hoped that they will be able to build friendships through the competition, maintain discipline, patience, and build up their endurance. Assistant Director of Sports and Youth Affairs, P.B. War Nongbri, and other officials of the department were also present. And a quick look at the weather report now. The maximum temperature recorded was 26.8 degrees Celsius, the minimum 17 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 87%, while that in the evening rose to 98%. 0.3 millimeters of rainfall was recorded. The forecast: moderate rain and thundershower is likely to occur at a few places. And another look at the headlines before we wind up. Delimitation Committee should complete the task within the specified time, says Pinchingnine N's aim. Chief Minister has made an important suggestion regarding the bills prepared by the Council, says Pinchingnine N's aim. Garo Hills region continues to have dry spell as there is shortage of rainfall, says PHE Minister Marquis and Marak. HYC seeks intervention from DC and SP to combat antisocial elements in Nongstoin. And 809 athletes representing 12 districts take part in the state-level inter-school athletic meet 2024 at SAI Complex, Nehu. Well, viewers, that's all we have in this edition of the Bulletin. Join us again tomorrow evening for more news and updates.